Hello replayers and fellow citizens of YouTube, this is MisterUltimate, and today I am taking up the Not Ashamed challenge that was put out by Mr. Stainless 001. But before I do that, let me tell you about today's featured game. Today's featured game is Song of the Deep by Insomniac Games. This is a beautiful Metroidvania where you take on the role of Marin, who grew up listening to all of these tales and stories and songs about her father's adventures under the sea. And she loved her father, but she always kind of felt that maybe these were tall tales that he was spinning. Well, one night he goes out on one of these adventures and he doesn't come back. So the next morning she decides to build her own submarine and go in search of her father, where of course she finds out that those tales weren't so tall after all. This is kind of a little bit of an addictive Metroidvania. I say that because I intended to record about 15 minutes of footage because I want to feature this game in a vlog. I'm going to get 15 minutes. That'll give me enough time to, kind of run off on whatever tangents I'm going to. You guys know how I vlog. And you know they can run a little bit long sometimes. So I figured that would be enough. I wound up with over an hour and a half, over 6 times the amount of footage I needed, because I plumb forgot that I was supposed to be vlogging today. That's how engaging this game is. Now, it's not a platformer. It is set underwater, and so of course it's not going to control like a puzzle platformer like a lot of Metroidvanias are. There are puzzle elements and there are power-ups and all those things you're used to, but there's no traditional platforming. But the controls are very simple and easy to master. And the game, of course, does have tool tips every time you gain something new, so you know how to use it. All in all, I gotta say, this is very engaging. It's got a great storyline that unfolds as you explore this expansive underwater world. And so if you guys want to try it for yourself, of course, download links are going to be down in the description below. Okay, so you may be wondering, what is the Not Ashamed challenge? Well, it started with Mr. Stainless 001, and he made a video talking about how he was a little bit ashamed of being a YouTube creator in the way that he did not want certain people to know about his channel. There are certain friends and co-workers and things like that. He tried to keep those two things separate. As a matter of fact, there was another Twitter account that was for something else that he repurposed to be about his uploads and his gaming discussions and things like that. But when he made that video, a lot of people reached out to him and said, you know what, I feel the same way. I'm afraid of what people are going to think if they find out I'm a YouTuber. Are they going to judge me or whatnot? So I just don't even want to broach the subject. I don't want to let them know. And so Mr. Stainless started thinking, you know what? This is wrong. We really shouldn't be ashamed of what we're doing. We should be proud that we're creating something. So he decided that it was going to start with him. And so he handed back over the second Twitter account that he was using for its original purpose, and he started tweeting about his channel on his main Twitter account, where all of his friends and family and co-workers could see. He made a Facebook page for his gaming channel, and he told everyone he could about it, and he was amazed at the level of support he got from those close to him. And that is really what struck a chord with me, because when I started this gaming channel, I was worried, that people were going to think that, I wanted to be the next PewDiePie, or I wanted to be the next Markiplier, and I thought I was going to have overnight success and be a runaway hit like they were, and, that I wanted to make a living out of screaming at games. And that's not what I'm all about, and that's not what this channel is all about. Anyone who's watched this channel for any length of time knows that. And so that really worried me. What are people going to think? But the more I started to share what I'm doing and my passion for this channel and for the extendedreplay.com channel with other people, the more I realized that the people who really are close to me, the people who really have my back, even if they don't understand YouTube, they don't get it, they don't get the purpose of it, they don't get why it's become what it's become, they don't understand what it's evolving into, even if they don't get all that, they were very, very supportive of me because I was passionate about it. And then I was also surprised at how many people who I didn't realize really were hip to what YouTube was all about. And they had a lot of their favorite creators, and some of them I didn't realize were gamers just like me, because I grew up when gaming was first starting to boom, and so did a lot of my friends and a lot of my family. And when I would talk to them about my channel, they would bring up these fond memories of gaming and everything, and some of them have kind of rekindled their interest in gaming just by looking at my channel and seeing how much fun I'm having with it. And even people that I really didn't suspect would have any kind of interest in it, they would talk to me about it, and they would find interest in it and want to know all about it. You never know who's going to be supportive of you. There, of course, are going to be haters. There are going to be people who judge you for being a YouTuber. They're going to judge the quality of your work. They're going to judge how good of a YouTuber you are, and there are going to be people who want to convince you that no matter what, you are going to be a failure. John from HarshlyCritical recently did a rant video about the views to sub ratio and how it's used to judge and categorize YouTubers. Well, this person has just as many subs as you, but they have 10% of their subs are viewing their videos, or they have 15% or whatnot, and this is where the bar is. No, this is where the bar is. No, this is where the bar is. That kind of thing. And some viewers will come along, they'll have that us versus them attitude, where like, oh, you're in the same category as this YouTuber I like, but he's better than you, and I can quantify it. Let me tell you about their view to subs ratio. That kind of thing. It's one of many things that are used to judge YouTubers. If they're not judging you by your sub count, then they're judging you by your views, and they're judging you by how frequently you upload. They're telling you that your videos are too long. They're telling you that your videos are too short. They're telling you that you're too ugly for YouTube. They're telling you that your camera equipment is crap, and that your green screen looks horrible, and that the quality of your video capture is not good enough, or whatever. It doesn't matter. You could have everything state of the art. You could be the most beautiful person who has ever existed. There's going to be someone who's going to be hating on you. That's just a fact. And the more I do this, the more I realize is that it just doesn't matter. There are going to be people who are going to be very supportive of you. There will be people who are supportive of you and love you enough to give you honest, constructive criticism. There are going to be people who are competing with you, who want you to grow and succeed. As a matter of fact, that's one of my biggest pleasures. In the groups and circles of YouTubers that I participate in, one of my biggest pleasures is seeing someone say, I hit this milestone. I hit this many subs. This is my first video that got over 1,000 views. This is, I did this, I did that. I love that. I love seeing people grow. It doesn't matter whether I'm growing or not. I'm enjoying the journey. I'm focusing on making the best content I can. And if I entertain anybody, and especially if I entertain them and get them to maybe try a game that they wouldn't have considered, I feel great about this channel and about what I'm doing. My sub count, it's there. I can't control it. My views, they're there. I can't control it. I can't force people to do it. All I can do is make the best videos I can, write the best descriptions I can for them, use the most accurate meta tags I can, throw it out there in as many places as I can, and then let the chips fall where they may. Some people are going to see my content and want to sub right away. Some people will watch my content for weeks upon weeks and never sub. Some will sub and then never view another video. That's just the way it works. Those things don't matter. Not to me. It doesn't describe the quality of YouTuber I am, and it doesn't mean that what I'm doing is a waste of time. And so, with that in mind, I want to tell you guys, MisterUltimate is not ashamed. And I hope that if you are a content creator, you're not ashamed either. So if you're not, I encourage you, make a vlog like this. Talk about your experiences. Tell people how you felt when you started this channel. Did you want to tell people about it right away, or were you a little scared about it? And if you were scared about it, did you get over it? Are you getting over it now? Are you going to make the decision that even though you might still be worried about it, you're going to start telling people, and you're going to make the decision to not be ashamed? Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you got something out of this talk. I hope you will be blessed and be a blessing, and I will see you next time. Okay everyone, thank you so much for watching today's video. If you liked it and would like to see more of my content, then be sure to check out these videos over here to my left. And if you'd like to see what's going on the extendedreplay.com channel, then check out these videos over here to my right. Now if you're in the mood to be surprised, there is a mystery video right below me. It's going to be from a member of the XRP crew, so be sure to find out who it is today. If you like this video, be sure to smash that like button and hit subscribe so you can see all the videos I'm going to be bringing you very, very soon. In the meantime, I pray that you all love one another, and until next time, I remain Mr. Ultimate.